is I, your public speaker. If you're feeling scared, take my hand. Let me walk you through the darkness and into the light. I shall teach you what I have learned and what makes it work for you to be the ultimate public speaker. How often have you felt nerves, heart palpitations, sweat dripping down your back? The moment just before you could speak in front of people can make you absolutely scared, and it could sometimes stop you in your tracks. What do you do? In today's vlog, I'm talking about how to do well in public speaking, or how to better your skills in public speaking. I have been a public speaker for quite a number of years, but I didn't start out being good. I was probably the worst person when I started, but I've learned some gold tricks that I really want to share with you because it helped me tremendously. And if you do want to learn how to better your public speaking skills and you want to be better at speaking in front of a crowd or a small one, then do keep on watching. This is The Front Row with Roanna Moodley. Thank you for choosing The Front Row. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't by now and be a part of the royal family. We're talking about how to be better at public speaking and how to just better your skills around a crowd. I was a very shy child growing up. I didn't know how to be around people. I would hide behind my mom when people would say hello to me. I was kind of an introvert, and most people don't believe this about me because I am so damn chatty now. But growing up, it was very difficult for me to look at a crowd and talk to them, or if somebody asked me something, to just speak my mind about it. I would often feel shaky inside. I would often feel my heart racing, and I didn't feel very confident. And in not feeling confident, I more often than not used to say the wrong thing. There's a story that I remember very, very clearly, was when I entered a fashion show type of thing, and I was like in grade 3. And I went on stage and they asked a question and they said, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And I said, I want to be a modeler. I mean, first of all, we don't know what that is. Secondly, I have no idea where that came from because it's not like I ever spoke about it at home or my parents ever spoke about it at home. And I think I was trying to say I wanted to be a model. Let's just thank God that we never tried to go down that route. My insecurities also stem from the fact that my parents are not really into public speaking. They're not people that would jump at the chance to speak in front of a crowd. My dad is really good when he does it, but he's also not someone that would be like, pick me, pick me. I knew I wanted to be a person who spoke to people. I often would take like a newspaper, read the newspaper, and act as if I was presenting. I used to tape my voice and produce a whole radio show growing up. So I knew I wanted to be something in that category of life, but I didn't know if I had it in me. I could do it when no one's watching. Like right now, me sitting here in this room talking to my camera is absolutely comfortable because I'm in my own comfort zone. But sometimes when you got to do it in front of even one person, it's sort of very, very daunting. So in today's video, I really want to talk about how to get through that hurdle and how to train yourself, because no one's born brave. You're exposed to certain things, you're experiencing certain things, and I really think that with repetition comes the comfort zone, and you are able to do the things that you need to do. Practice makes perfect. So let's go to the steps that I use to regain my confidence and to be a good public speaker. So I think the most important thing that has helped me, especially when I wanted to grow my career and I really stepped into the radio industry and I stepped into television, is that I was so scared. I was so scared to to be involved in that world that I would write down a script, and then I would often even write down my name because I was so nervous that I would forget my name. So what I used to do is I would watch other people, watch other speakers, and just buddy with them really and see how they would do it. I really learned a lot from observing how people would speak when they are in front of crowds, whether it was at ashram, how they would speak to people when the announcers would say something, or whether it was at a family function. I would often watch my late uncle, who was our MC in our family, and see how he would address the crowd and pick up some tricks from him. I would really pick up different ways of doing things, and that's how I told myself that I had to be better at this, because you learn so much from just watching other people, and there's power in that. So even if you don't have a person to watch right now, we live in an information age, and you can Google and you can YouTube and you can find your niche, your person that you feel is really, really relatable to you, and watch how they do their thing, you know. And if you need to copy a few attributes, copy a few things, why not? It will, if it's going to help you, then thrive. The next thing that helps me a lot, and I still do it even today, and some people think I'm a little bit crazy, or my family thinks I'm a little bit crazy, but I think it is very important to stand in front of a mirror and see how you look when you speak. I also like to record myself and then play it back to see how I actually look, whether I'm going, you know, if I'm just slanting and I'm speaking like this, or I'm looking down, or I'm standing up straight. Am I looking into the lens? Am I looking around at the crowd? So there's different ways of figuring out how you're going to speak. If you're talking to a crowd, you have to be aware of the fact that you're talking to different people around you. If you're holding a mic, you must be able to control the mic with you everywhere you move. Don't speak and then the mic is on the other side. Make sure that you've got the mic in front of you. So it depends on what kind of presentation style you are having, and practicing that and watching how you do it is very, very important. The next thing you want to do is to critique yourself. So why I like recording myself as well now, because I can then play it back and look at how I did, and the stuff that needs some work, I can redo it and revise and get myself better. But if you're looking in front of the mirror, sometimes you don't realize the mistakes because it's happening in real time. So you often want to get someone else even to look at the video and say, okay, maybe you should do this, or maybe you should smile more, or maybe you sound a little bit like a zombie and you need to sound more conversational or approachable, or you need to have more eye contact. Whatever the case is, maybe you're looking a bit stiff, you need to loosen up. There's so many things that you could look for and critique yourself and improve on. So that's a very, very important step. The next thing that has helped me, and I think this was really what propelled me to excel in my radio career, excel in my public speaking and my voice and how I articulate and the way I say things and how I position things, is to really just start, even if it means emceeing a birthday party, or whether it means saying a few words on behalf of a certain someone, whether it's your husband, your partner, your child, whatever the case is. Just have a way of starting. Even if you're at work and you're having meetings happen all the time at work, and someone says, any questions, put your hand up and have a question, so it trains you to speak in front of people and to get yourself used to being around people and saying stuff. Because I really truly believe that it is very important to have an opinion about everything, because when you have an opinion about everything, then you are able to speak about something no matter what the topic is. And in order for you to have an opinion about everything, you've got to be well read or well versed in a lot of things. So having your general knowledge on point absolutely helps you in this regard. The next thing you want to do is, it has helped me quite a lot. I think it really did help me when I started my radio career, because I was very nervous and I was put down a lot by colleagues within the industry, because they would often tell me that I was not good enough. And a small part of me started to believe that I was not good enough to be on air, and I was shying away from speaking, until I was thrown into the deep end and my station manager said, you've got the talk show and you need to run with it. And a lot of people laughed in the shadows because they didn't think that I had it in me to be a talk show host. Little did I know that that show propelled me to be such a good speaker. It forced me to really understand general knowledge, really understand how to articulate myself, really understand what was my way of speaking, because I didn't need to speak like everybody else. I needed to speak like how I would speak and be the best version of me. And what really helped me is affirmations. So I would often sit and tell myself that I am good enough. I am the best speaker in the world. I am able to articulate my words correctly. I am able to not make mistakes when I'm speaking, or hardly make mistakes when I'm speaking. And those affirmations really do help me. I still do it now to make sure, to help me feel confident, because it is very difficult. I mean, I still have sometimes when I have to go and present in a boardroom and you've got, you know, CEOs and MDs and people that are really, really learned in the industry, and you're this little girl that's trying to do your thing. It can be overwhelming. I learned another trick, that if you're feeling nervous in your chest, you kind of have to bang it like this to calm yourself down. But also you got to breathe and not listen to the noise outside, and truly believe that you can do it. And sometimes I do go out and I speak and my voice becomes a little bit, you know, shrinky and shaky, and I feel like people can hear that I'm about to cry because it feels like I'm getting emotional. That's normal. We're human. It shows that we care about what we're doing. It's okay. But I feel like if we do it often enough, it feels comfortable. And the more you do something, then the better it is for you. So the affirmations really do work, and really centering your thoughts on what you have to do and how you're going to do it truly, truly does work wonders. And the final thing to do to be a great public speaker is to simply believe in who you are, believe in your worth, believe in all things that are possible for you, and truly just own it. In the beginning, it's going to be absolutely difficult. It's going to be absolutely scary, and it's very, very daunting to say that I'm going to say something and put your hand up to say something. But the moment you get over that hurdle, it starts becoming easier. And you should not think about what other people may think of you. It does not matter. If someone laughs at you, I often used to get people who would laugh at me for mispronouncing certain words. But eventually you learn and you correct yourself and you get better, and those people forget about it eventually. And who cares about the bad vibes? We're all about the good vibes. So be around positivity, feed yourself with the knowledge, watch the videos of really well-known public speakers, and just own it. And practice makes perfect. And if you have any questions, please comment below and let me know, and I will be happy to help you out through this journey. If you want me to do another video or a follow-up video on public speaking skills, I'm happy to do that. I know it is something that many people feel very challenging, and they would rather be quiet than speak up. Even if they don't do an actual speech per se, I find people very shy even to ask a question, because they don't want to talk in front of people. They would be like, no, you say it. And sometimes when someone else says it, they're not going to relay the message that you want to say. Don't be afraid to voice yourself. Don't be afraid to speak up, and never, ever worry about the people that are going to judge you, because there's negativity all around. And if you're going to wallow in other people's negativity, you're never going to grow. So do something brave. Take the plunge and be a public speaker, but be the public speaker that you can be, because there's greatness within you. Keep it royal. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. I post videos weekly on wisdom, beauty, and life skills and all of that. And if you resonate with me, if you want to be a part of this royal family, then click that subscribe button. Let's grow together. Let's get pumping. Let's just do this. I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao.